Tonight, right now we're boxing. Yep, we're original classic, reason why we're here type of boxing. But I'm very thankful for it, for sure. Worked hard for it. We know our end goal is to become out victorious and show the world that we are the best at what we do individually. Him as a trainer, me as a fighter. And you know, that relationship won't ever end. And as a father and son duo, you know, I am thankful for him on that. I am. He deals with my a lot. And you know, but I know he only wants the best for me. And that's what, you know, who else would you want in your corner than someone that wants the best for you and knows what you could do.
Well, every day is a learning experience, so when he's in there, he's just focused, you know? And when I see him focus, every time I know that he has somebody, I always tell him, you already figured him out. You know, that's like letting him know, have fun. From now on, just have fun.
I've been asking for this fight for the last 3-4 years.
Good luck, dog.
Yeah, little man.
And now I get the fight that I want.
That's what we've been waiting for. Day one.
I'm gonna say it like this. The real star is right here. I want to be the greatest boxer in my era.
As the showdown with Romero approaches, Teofimo Lopez says he'll rely on his boxing fundamentals rather than getting into a power battle. While respecting Romero's punching power, Lopez believes disciplined boxing and smart decision-making will be the keys to victory.
Really, honestly, just with just boxing his head off. You know, getting back to my fundamentals and my basics, that's really what I'm focused on. And in this upcoming match with Rolly, you know, I know they say he's a heavy hitter. We've, you know, got in the ring a few times in sparring, but nothing's like a real fight. So I look forward to a real showdown with him.
While Teofimo Lopez is focused on his game plan inside the ring, Romero is turning up the heat outside of it. Romero took aim at Lopez, claiming he knows him better than most after helping him through difficult moments in the past. He suggested Teofimo's recent behavior reflects frustration and warned him against picking a fight with someone who knows so much about him, adding even more tension to the rivalry.
I know everything about the kid. Bro, I've been saving the kid from killing himself a few times. I don't know what he's doing right now, but it's not Teofimo. It sounds like he's being desperate for something, and it sounds like he's broke right now. So there's that. I don't have anything to say really more about that whole situation. I know him too well. You don't want to pick a battle with somebody that knows you too well and knows everything about you.
As the rivalry continues to heat up, Teofimo Lopez insists the fight will be won mentally as much as physically. He believes staying composed, making the right decisions under pressure, and trusting his preparation will be the keys to overcoming Romero rivalry. Romero revealed that he supported Teofimo Lopez during one of the toughest moments of his career. Romero recalled encouraging Lopez after a difficult loss, reminding him that another opportunity would come. He even admitted that if he ever had to lose his title, he'd rather lose it to Teofimo than anyone else, showing the respect that still exists beneath their competitive rivalry.
You know, obviously he's devastated, bro. You know, I'm like, Teo, we've both been here before. You're gonna get another opportunity. And the irony, I gave my little brother the opportunity. If I'm to lose my belt, I'd rather give it to Teofimo than anyone else.
That's dope. That's the black two sugars. You ain't gonna lose the belt, though.
No, of course not.
As the anticipation for Teofimo Lopez versus Romero continues to build, Sean Porter expects both fighters to enter the ring with disciplined game plans. He believes the patience Romero showed against Ryan Garcia will carry over into this matchup, while Lopez has also matured into a more calculated fighter. Porter predicts both men will make adjustments that fans may not be expecting.
Rolly came to the ring with a game plan and he stayed disciplined.
Yes.
The entire fight. You know what I mean? And that was something that we respectfully hadn't truly seen from Rolly until that night, to the point that all of us is like confused, you know? And I think the same thing goes for Teo. I think Teo is at a point in his career where he's gonna come to the ring and be disciplined. They're both going to come to, I guarantee you, they're both going to come to the ring and do things that we don't expect either of them to do.
Do you expect any of the unexpected things that you could that are in your mind that I think Tio's going to do this and Rolly's going to do this?
The patience that we saw from Rolly in that fight with Ryan
is going to carry over to this fight?
Definitely 100% going to carry over.
Building on that point, Max Kellerman believes Teofimo Lopez performs at his highest level when he views his opponent as a genuine threat. He says the key to this fight is whether Lopez sees Rolly Romero as dangerous enough to stay fully locked in from start to finish. If that's the case, Kellerman expects fans to see the very best version of Teofimo on fight night.
Yeah, I think it depends on how dangerous he thinks Rolly is.
And it wasn't just a tough loss. It was, you know, he got beat up pretty bad. He had cuts over his face, so it wasn't just a simple loss.
Yeah, I think when Tio feels that the guy in front of him is a threat, he fights his best.
For sure.
It just, Shakur's going to do that to everyone, right? Like, you know, it's just Tio's one of the guys on the list. But the question really for me is, does Tio look at Rolly as a threat? If he does, then I expect to see the best version of Tio. What do you see?
Looking at the physical matchup, Tim Bradley believes Rolly Romero's size and power could be the deciding factors against Teofimo Lopez. He questioned whether Lopez's power will carry up to 147 pounds, while praising Romero's natural strength and heavy punching ability. In Bradley's view, Rolly's physicality could make life very difficult for Lopez.
Teofimo Lopez ain't got no power. 140 ain't knocked nobody out. He going to 47, jumping up 7 pounds. I've done it. It's different. Rolly thumping. It's different. Rolly is thumping. He can punch. He been at 47 for some time now. It's a different feeling when you get hit with them bricks. And Rolly got that freaky strength. That freaky, special freaky strength. You know, y'all get it.
Despite the different opinions, Gary Russell Jr. expects Teofimo Lopez versus Rolly Romero to deliver an entertaining night of boxing. Rather than picking a winner, Russell praised the stylistic matchup, saying both fighters have the personalities and fighting styles to put on a great show. In his view, fans should expect an exciting contest from the opening bell.
I think it's honestly, I think it's gonna be an exciting fucking fight.
You don't gotta pick a winner. Don't pick a winner.
Hey, look, it's gonna be a great night of boxing. It's gonna be a great night of boxing. I think stylistically, it's gonna be perfect for everybody. It's gonna be entertaining as hell. He already entertaining as hell, even when he's not in the ring. You know, he's also entertaining when he's in the ring. I think it's gonna be a great fight, a great night of boxing.
Taking a balanced view, Okoye believes Teofimo Lopez versus Rolly Romero is a true 50-50 fight. While he gives Lopez the edge in skill and boxing IQ, he questions whether Teofimo's power will carry up to 147 pounds. At the same time, Okoye praised Romero's natural strength and punching power, saying his judo background gives him exceptional physicality.
I like the fight on paper right now, for sure, for both guys. That's a true 50-50 fight.
Rolly to my knowledge, one fight at 147 pounds, defeated Ryan. I think this would be Tio's first fight. Both started at 35. Tio's clearly the more skillful guy. Clearly higher IQ, but hasn't shown the punching power since 35. Rolly's been dangerous, 35, 40, 47.
Rolly got like what Crawford got. A lot of guys don't pay attention to the differences in core strength, grip strength, and so on. Like guys who wrestle, like Rolly used to do judo. You know what I'm saying? Like guys who wrestle and guys who do jiu-jitsu, stuff like that, they grip strength is crazy.
That physical advantage is something his trainer also believes in. Ismael Salas says the fight with Teofimo Lopez could be decided by Rolly Romero's explosiveness and power. While acknowledging Lopez's superior technical skills, Salas believes Rolly's speed, strength, and punching power make him a constant threat. He expressed confidence that Romero's team will execute the right game plan on fight night.
The power and the explosiveness.
Yeah, explosive. This is what make the big difference in this fight coming up. The explosion. As you know, if you look skill-wise, Teofimo is much better. But when you got one guy with this so explosive motion, throwing punch or moving size, and then you can. So that's why I don't like to oh yeah, we will beat, we will knock him out, but we will do our job.
Looking at both fighters' recent form, Sean Zittel believes Teofimo Lopez deserves to be the slight favorite because of his proven accomplishments and overall skill set. However, he also says Rolly Romero has shown noticeable improvement, particularly with the patience and discipline he displayed against Ryan Garcia. In Zittel's view, Romero's continued development makes this a much tougher fight to predict than many expect.
Is Rolly, it's funny, as I sink my teeth into this fight, it's not an easy fight. It's not an easy fight to predict. Teo at the books is a slight favorite. That's because of his overall skill set, and he's the much more decorated and accomplished fighter. I know Rolly's won a couple belts along the way in a couple weights, but he's never really threatened as the man of any division, and Teo's been the man in both divisions he's fought in. This is his first fight in a new division.
Right.
But I think Rolly's the fighter who's shown improvement. That I don't think it's a coincidence that patience you saw in the Ryan fight, it came in his third fight with Salas. And there's a growing, he was with Bullet Cromwell, and or was it Cromwell Gordon? I can't, Coach Bullet, you know,
Coach
but
Bullet.
they there's growing pains.
Never knew his name until now.
Not everyone agrees, though. Gabe Rosado is giving a slight edge to Rolly Romero over Teofimo Lopez. While praising both fighters, Rosado believes Romero's style and strengths make him the narrow favorite in what he expects to be a very competitive fight. In his view, it's a close matchup, but he leans toward Rolly to get the job done.
You know, it's a dangerous fight for Teo. You know, I favor Rolly by a little bit, to be honest with you. Just,
Hold on, what? Say that again?
Yeah, I do. I favor Rolly by a little bit.
Turn to the camera. You favor Rolly Romero?
Yes, I do.
To beat Teofimo Lopez.
And I'm a fan of both fighters. Both fighters are great, but
do you understand what seat you're sitting in, by the way?
Listen,
I'm
this
is Malik Scott's seat, by the way. Normally, and Malik Scott. I don't think it's him, actually. I think it's the
chair,
seat.
yeah.
The chair
that's my Philly bro. That's my Philly bro.
Yeah, maybe it's a Philly thing. But that chair jinxes everyone who sits in that chair makes a bad prediction.
Well, look. I said he needs to watch out. I didn't say he would get it.
You didn't say we would. There it is.
But look, the thing, I'm only saying, I only favor him by a little bit.
Another key factor is Romero's move to 147 pounds. Mike Coppinger believes Rolly Romero could be a different fighter at the new weight. He was impressed by how naturally Romero filled out and suggested his performances at 140 may not reflect his current level. In Coppinger's view, this fight with Teofimo Lopez will show whether Rolly has truly evolved.
I was ringside on the call, and the first thing that stood out to me was, wow, Rolly looks good at 147. He had big legs, he filled out very well, and a lot of fighters, as you know, Gabe, are fighting at the wrong weight.
Yeah.
And I think when Rolly gets downgraded, Max, and maybe he gets underrated, is because he looks bad against Pitbull. Pitbull beat him up and stopped him at 140, and he also did not look good against Ismael Barroso. That was a very controversial stoppage, and he was getting beat up in that fight. So maybe he's a new fighter now, maybe the weight, maybe it's something, but we're gonna find out in this fight.
Even with that in mind, Floyd Schofield is backing Teofimo Lopez to outbox Rolly Romero. He believes a focused Lopez will use his speed, movement, and combination punching to gradually take control after a competitive start. Even so, Schofield warned that Romero's power makes him dangerous at all times, saying one clean shot could completely change the fight.
Outboxing, for sure. I got Teo outboxing. I think Rolly is just going to be too flat-footed, and Teo is going to be all over the ring. I think it's going to be a better Teo than the Shakur fight. So.
You think it's going to be a better Teo than the Shakur fight?
Oh yeah.
Tell me, do you see this being a competitive fight?
Competitive for the first beginning, but then I think Teo's going to, get off in the end, start landing his flurries, his combinations. Just hopefully if Rolly don't connect, because if Rolly connect, that might change the whole fight. So. And Rolly got that judo, so if Teo tries to Teo tries to hold, Rolly might capitalize on that too. So
I like it. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, Rolly's been looking good lately. And a lot of people, what they say about Teo, he shows up sometimes, he shows up whenever he feels like it. But in this specific time, it seemed like it's more of a focused Teo. I don't know.
Sharing a similar view, Buddy McGirt is backing Teofimo Lopez to outbox Rolly Romero and earn a decision victory. He believes Lopez's superior boxing skills will be the difference and says Teofimo's loss to Shakur Stevenson could ultimately make him a better fighter. In McGirt's view, that experience will help Lopez return as a more complete and disciplined boxer.
Easy work? I think Teo outboxes him.
Decision.
Yeah, I think Teo outboxes him.
Good fight?
Yeah, it'll be a good fight because Rolly's going to try. But I just think Teo's a better fighter. And I think personally, the fight with Shakur made him a better fighter. It's going to make him a better fighter. Let me rephrase that. It should make him a better fighter. Because sometimes it takes a loss to someone like him to make you become better. Because, Shakur can expose you. And if you see that, you want to improve on that to become better. You know what I mean? So I think that Teo outboxes him. I just think Teo has too much skill for Rolly.
Both Teofimo Lopez and Rolly Romero have put in the work, sharpened their skills, and prepared for one of the biggest fights of their careers. Now, all the training, strategy, and mind games are over. When the opening bell rings, only one man will prove his camp was the better one. Who do you think wins, Teofimo Lopez or Rolly Romero? Let us know your prediction in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more boxing news and fight coverage.